everyone, welcome back. And this is my review of Amagi Brilliant Park, Episode 4. This was a very good episode of Amagi Brilliant Park. Quite honestly, I'm just going to say this right now, I think this is the best episode of Amagi Brilliant Park so far. Because it actually had a lot of character development for both of the main characters, okay? Both the two main characters, Izusu and, can't believe, forgot what, and Seiya, yeah. Both Izusu and Seiya. So first off, we got to learn about their backstories in this episode. Okay, so Izusu basically came from a military family, and she was actually a soldier in the past. I'm not sure how high up she was, if she was like a general or whatnot, but basically she was a very strict soldier in the past because she came from a military family, and she didn't want to let her family down. So she was ordered by her family to come over to Amagi Brilliant Park to basically to basically get up and running again. And now that brings up a big question, though. Didn't it state in one of the previous episodes that she was actually a part of this whole, like, Maple Land? So if she's a part of Maple Land, how is she like, I thought for sure it said that she was part of that she came from Maple Land. I thought for sure that it specifically stated that. I could be wrong. But I thought for sure that it did. But anyways, though, aside from that, though, that's basically her thing where she's really strict, she's really pushy because of her past, okay? Because of where she came from, okay? And that, of course, and that because that she's really pushy and she's really bossy, and later on in the episode she gets gets under the belief that everyone there hates her, but of course, due to how much she really helped them out towards the end of the episode, that's proven to be not true. Thankfully. But anyways, so we also learn more about Seiya's past. Basically, he's deathly afraid of heights, first off. Why? Who knows? His past, I don't really think is connected into that too well. But his past is that he was a child actor, and, of course, there was a lot of huge fucking expectations for him, like there is with all child actors. And his mother apparently was, like, really pushy and really demanding. And he just got fed up with it, so he just completely abandoned it altogether. And here's the difference between Izusu's past and Seiya's past. Izusu just dealt with it. Seiya actually abandoned it. And obviously that caused him to get a lot of people criticize him and a lot of people to hate him, but he didn't care. Okay? I also think it's really funny that he is how afraid of heights that he is, despite his, like, arrogant and condescending personality. Because it started out with him and Latifah going up in a Ferris wheel, okay? And it seemed like it was going to be a romantic moment at first, but then we find out he's afraid of heights, and I'm just like, oh my god. That was so perfect. I mean, I love Seiya. He's my favorite character in the series, but so far at least, but still. Oh my god, that was so fucking perfect. So fucking perfect, okay? So, yeah. And I really love this episode for the character development that we get for both characters, because Izusu has to learn not to be so pushy. However, she also learns that she's not completely dead weight, okay, which I like. She's not completely useless because she does help to save the park at the end of this episode. Not completely, obviously, because the series isn't done yet, clearly, but still, the end of the episode proves that she's not dead weight, and it also proves that everyone doesn't hate her. They might have been annoyed about how pushy she was, but they don't hate her, which is good. Okay, that's really good. Okay. So I really like that. Okay, now I'm not sure if this series is going to have a romantic subplot in it or not. I mean, there are scenes that that Ferris wheel scene in this episode kind of pushes towards Seiya and Latifah, but there's lots of scenes in this series so far, especially in this episode, that would kind of push towards Seiya and Izusu. So I guess you can choose your own shipping, whatever you want to do. But either way, though, I'd be happy with either one. But I'm not sure if this series is necessarily going to go in the direction of romance or not. I really don't know. But if it did, then that'd be great. If not, I mean, I think this series is perfectly fine without it, but if it's well written enough, I would still welcome it, basically. But either way, what a great episode once again. One thing I do have to say, though, is that joke with Izuku constantly pointing her gun at people to get them to listen, it's getting kind of old. Like, you can't keep using the same joke over and over and over again. I think she's used it in every single episode so far. It's going to get old and boring and stale after a while. Okay? Seriously. Like, and I understand that it actually had a purpose story-wise in this episode, because it went to prove that she was really pushy and stuff, and bossy, which eventually led to her backstory being revealed and her character development, okay? So, yeah, so I understand that it had a purpose in this episode. Okay, but still, it's going to get old after a while. I just wanted to state that right now. So anyways, though, I cannot wait for... If you have yet to see this week's episode of Amagi Brilliant Park, then I definitely recommend that you do. I thought it was a really good episode. Okay, it had a lot of character development in it, a lot of drama in it, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, I cannot wait for next week's episode. Yeah, usually I try to say what I want to happen in the series up to that point at the end of my review, but I really can't think of anything here. Like, I really can't. I'm sorry. I can't really predict where this is going to go next. I can't even come up with, like, a theory here, which is really odd for me. So, yeah. So I guess I'll just have to wait till next week's episode comes out to see. So, anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.